Today on Inspire Canada, we have the Sam Gold from Coventry, United Kingdom, a business consultant at CEO at eTop Energy Drink, a chairman of Crystal B Vodka, chief executive officer, CEO, and founder of Sam G Pyramid Vodka.
On Inspire Canada podcast, we welcome successful people worldwide along with Inspire America. This show is orchestrated to inspiring individuals to the road to success. Today we have Mr. Sam Gold, my mentor, my inspiration, looking to create a community of like-minded people to progress in their organization, corporation, or a company to show their business. We'll be discussing his unique Paramid vodka with unique blends. One is infused with ginseng that will be led to a documentary film of his TEQUILA D'ORO A, educational film to educate how it is produced. Welcome to the show, Mr. Sam Gold.
Hello, John. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure having you on here, my newfound friend. First, we are going to discuss your ultra premium vodka with three unique vodka blends infused with amber stone, ginseng, and your original blend. How did you ever come up with this?
So I worked on a project with a similar product, and the progression from there was I created the Pyramid vodka and the diamond vodkas, which are labeled as crystal vodka. It's basically the market requires specialty spirits now. So trends will move towards unusual products rather than the standard Bacardi and Smirnoff, Captain Morgan. Everything's gone to infuse. So I created the three Pyramid, which are three flavors, and 13 separate flavors, which are all infused, which are the crystal vodka, which look like a little diamond.
Fantastic. What gave you this inspiration of giving this unique design as a pyramid? This is totally different from the others.
Dominated by several, I'd say 4 extremely large companies. They eat up the majority of the customers. Usual, you are not going to be able to compete. It's impossible. It's like Barefoot, Blossom Hill. It's impossible to compete with them. And their products are, there's very few shit vodkas. All vodkas are reasonable. It's just that some of them, it's like baking a cake. If you different values to different communities, and it's the same with drink. Some people will say a burger is a burger, but some people will pay $19.99 for an artisan burger when you can basically get fries and a cheeseburger from McDonald's for $2.50.
So is that based on the presentation or the quality of the food? Perhaps.
Well, I could go to McDonald's because the food is. I have McDonald's myself once a month. I have KFC once a month. So I think people just like to vary things, but you know that there is a reasonable standard of hygiene, and you know there is a consistency in the taste, because so you will be aligned to what suits you. So if McDonald's suits you, you'll go McDonald's. I mean, I would never go to Starbucks and pay $5 for a coffee. No, I'm 51 years old. To me, coffee's 30 cents. I don't do those things. Same, I don't pay $50 for a steak, where I know you can go to a family-owned restaurant for $25 and get an excellent steak. But I have constantly people taking me for meals and meetings and trying to impress me with this a la carte shit. And I just think I would have been more impressed if he took me to KFC, you know.
Mhm.
But everybody to their own. It's all a part of growing up, isn't it, John? You know. So there we go.
Very well. How's it been launching your vodka to America, considering you haven't been there for 20 years?
To be honest, it's been testing to say the least, because you know we have succeeded in Europe, so we're not really used to some of the frustrating issues we've had in the USA, and obviously with the experiment where we pick 5 random people off Facebook and give them the opportunity to be mentored without charge. We're not charging these people anything to mentor them. And we've also financed their businesses for them. Yeah, these people, I'd say to a point, if I had been in the USA at some point, I would have probably attacked a couple of them. So it has been very testing, to say the least. But we are at the end of the tunnel. The products are on a ship, in a container. They will be arriving in New Jersey in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And I would ask people that, because I have helped a lot of people, not just monetary, but I have, and I've got proof of this, in 10 years, easily given $300,000 away on Facebook, easily. So I would just ask people if they would be kind enough to purchase 1 bottle. If they're my friend, I would appreciate it, because it's not just helping me, it's helping the 5 people in the experiment. Mark, your friend, is not in the experiment. His is a business transaction. He has purchased exclusive rights for Ontario, and he has the option in the next 4 or 5 weeks to purchase the rights for the complete Canada. So that's a business transaction. The people in the experiment are Isaac, Sarah, Jeffrey. Who else is there? Well, there's 5 of them. Hal, he's my very good friend. He's from San Diego. He's a film director. And Garo Casabian. So they're the 5 people. There's 14 people that have said they would assist me. 50% of them probably full of shit. So these 5, they are a part of my experiment. I have financed them and mentored them to the best of my ability, because I'm quite sure at some point they'd put the phone down and say, what a prick. But that's fine. I can understand that. You know, not everybody is always going to agree with you. So, you know, they would try and educate me sometimes on how to sell drinks and say, it doesn't work like that in America, Sam. I say, so if going in the liquor store and purchasing a drink, how can it be any different from anywhere else in the world? Because my business only supplies liquor stores. We do not supply any other area of business. So anybody who's engaged with me, I would only ever expect them to visit liquor stores on my behalf. But obviously, people would like to think they're going to sit in an office, stare at the secretary's ass, and if they look to the left, they're going to see their Ferrari. Well, that's not reality, and that's not what I have promised anybody. Everybody in this experiment, within 3 to 5 years, should have a house paid for cash, 350,000, 500,000. That's what I have basically said. The intention of this is. If they fail, it's not a bad reflection on me. It just shows their shit. Yeah, because everything has basically been done for them. So it's technically rigged in their favor. So it will only be their ego that can destroy their opportunity. I'm a very kind man. I'm a very humble person. To be honest, I will probably never ever meet all of these people. But I am. Oh, I will be meeting Garo and Howl. I'm arranging to go and see them in a few weeks' time. Yeah, and anybody who's in California that's my friend, yeah, I would love to buy them lunch. So I will be making that date public. But the others, no, I just expect them to do what they're supposed to do, and I will assure them that I don't owe anybody in the world a single fucking penny. So I will not cheat them out of a single penny. But the people that are a bit arrogant, I will be departing from their company very shortly. But that doesn't mean that they won't be a part of the business, because business is business. You know, and I'll do business with anybody as long as you're not a paedophile or a rapist. I'll work with you. I don't give a fuck. But people that disrespect me or think they're clever than me, I don't give them my time. Yeah, because I have my peers. One is in Toronto, in Italy, one is in San Marino, and one is in, well, three of them. One is in Rome. They could make me change my beliefs, and I'll go along with anything they say because I respect them. But anybody else, no, you can't tell me shit. I'll do what the fuck I want. If I think it's right within my principles, I will do it. I'm one of those people. And to a point, you can come across as a little bit arrogant sometimes, and I think, well, take it or fucking leave it. That's the way I am. And I've done very well on a personal basis, a charity basis, a business basis. So I'm not going to change the way I am to accommodate anybody. If I have friends and they respect me, obviously I'll respect them. But other than that, I don't really want to know anybody. I'm a private person. The Facebook will reflect possibly by its post a different image of me. No, I'm a very religious man, and I try and help people every single day of my life. And if anybody wants to test me on that, I can show evidence of every single day of my life I help somebody. So, you know, I would just like a little bit of help. And if a few people, I'm not going to call out people, but if you could purchase one or two of my bottles to assist these people and myself, because I have gambled my pension on this. I could have retired 2 years ago, and I decided not to because somebody showed me an article of some guy who owned Patron, and he sold it for 4.9 billion. And a friend of mine, who's my peer, said to me, "You could easily get $1.5 billion for your family. I build it up over 3 years, and you get over $1 billion for it." So that's what we're doing right now. If we fail, we might only sell it for 200 million. Who gives a fuck? It's still a lot of money for me. I'm just a packy from Coventry. So if I make £2,000 a week, it's a lot of money in my city. You know, there'll be obviously people that will hear this who say, "Oh, I make 10 grand a week. I make 20 grand a week." I'll say, "Well, let's not play that game because you're going to fucking lose, because I can sit down and show what everything I make." I don't. I receive a reasonable salary, and I'm a very humble person, John. So I spend 400-500 a week. I give 400-500 a week away. Big deal. It doesn't bother me. I'm quite happy as that. And if nothing ever changed, it doesn't bother me. It's that, but it's a personal challenge to try and come to a new continent where everybody is telling me that I won't pull this off without being there personally myself. And I'm here to prove the doubters wrong. Maybe in 2 years they'll say, "Yeah, you're a prick, you fucked it all up." But I'll say, "But at least I tried." So I'm coming there to try something. I know I get loads of fucking weird messages, people trying to ridicule me, telling people not to deal with me. I'm a fictitious account. Well, my account's been up 7-8 years. So, you know, I'm not going anywhere. account. I have opened a new account, by the way, and I want to explain to you because everybody keeps asking me why I've opened a new account. I tried to open Sam Gold 2, but it wouldn't allow me. So I had to open another account, and I called it Rana Tijuana because I'm just in the process of purchasing property there now. So anyway, John, what was the next question?
Is your Pyramid vodka going to be entered in any competition for innovation for design?
Yeah, most definitely. We've been approached by several companies at the moment, and it's my wife's daughter. They have also asked her or suggested to her that she should enter into several competitions because our bottle actually has 6 labels on the front, and they all have to be applied by hand. The bottles have to be hand filled. They're artisan. So it is an extremely unique product. There's nothing. I don't think there's anything like it in the world.
Absolutely, absolutely not. I've never seen anything like that. It's so intriguing to the eye. That's going to be eye appealing once you go to the liquor store and you see it on the shelves. People just gravitate to this new look for a bottle.
Yes, we have had an extremely decent feedback up to now, to tell the truth. You know, so we are quite positive. Obviously, you have your naysayers, and there's nothing you can do about that. But we're not expecting miracles. You know, if these people sell a few containers a year, that's fine. You know, the crystal vodka, that is a mass-produced product. That is more for the likes of Costco, Lidl, Walmart, and we will be trying to forge a relationship with the biggest distributors in America on that product. The Pyramid vodka would never be at that stage because you couldn't produce enough stock because it's so expensive to produce. And it's very time consuming. So that is more like a specialist product. But the crystal vodka, that's a mass produced product.
Uh, can you can you compare the crystal vodka to regular vodka in price, as far as premium vodka,
Yeah,
regular vodka to your vodka?
yeah, the crystal vodka, because it is mass produced, obviously it will be a lot cheaper. But we would hope a litre in the store, a 1 litre bottle will be between 25 and 30 US dollars. In that range, John, there is 13 bottles. So there is a bottle of saffron which actually contains 25 euros worth of saffron in each bottle. That bottle would be about $100, I would imagine, in the stores. But the 9, because it is not, by the way, it's 9 times filled, and we have actually building as we speak a 1.4 million euro extension on the distillery to pay for this extra work. So that is in the process as we speak, and we hope that due to COVID it has slowed us down, but we would hope in the next 12 weeks that will be complete. So yeah, we're geared up to hit it hard. You know, again, I don't know if you've seen our Belfry vodka. That's also going into a new style bottle. We reformed the bottle and changed some of the flavorings. It actually comes in 6 flavors now. Before it was just one original blend. We also have a gin which has a glass ornament of a Big Ben inside it. I don't know if you've seen that, John.
I believe not. I have not seen it.
Yeah, maybe in next month when we do a follow-up on the Good Beach, New Jersey, we can display these bottles on the next podcast.
Yes, I'd be delighted. When do you expect the bottle of premium vodka or the ultra premium vodkas to be released in Canada?
Well, what we did is there was an administrative error on the first application, and due to that, it was refused. But we have employed an administrator and an assistant to our CEO, your friend, and it's been corrected and resubmitted. And this time we would hope we would have a better result. But that's all it was. It was just an administration error. It wasn't anything major.
Well, hopefully I can have a taste tester and we can toast to the arrival of the.
We have been led to believe that in 3 weeks' time, it will be available on a company called Reserve Bar, and the residents of Canada can purchase it online from this store. So you would be able to, in 3 to 4 weeks, purchase a bottle, but it would be delivered online rather than collecting it from the LCBO.
Oh, that's nice to know. So we can propose a toast when I get one, and we can have a cheers for a taste tester for your premium ultra.
Yeah, I mean, we prior to us launching any products, we spend a considerable amount of money carrying out due diligence, which we pay people in several different countries to do blind testing and introduce the model and the bottles, etc. It is a specialist bottle, we can appreciate that. But I think the market is very tired of just average looking bottles because Smirnoff completely dominates that section without any, so you're not going to get in there. And if you are, you're not going to make a lot of money. So you have to create something a little bit different, like your Harley Davidson. It's a little bit different. There's a little bit more craftsmanship gone into the production of it, so they charge a premium. We do the same, but we do not charge a premium because technically we're not business people, we're humanitarians. So we're doing this more to help people than to receive a personal benefit. You know, don't get me wrong, I'd like to make on top of what I make another 20 grand a week would be nice. But if it doesn't come, it doesn't make any difference. The only people that are going to benefit is the dogs will probably have gold teeth.
Okay, what else will we add to this final podcast for closure? So we're gonna have a follow up on the arrival of the ultra premium in America, and perhaps a taste tester on this end when I order one.
Yeah, well, we can do a follow up in 4 weeks and see how we are in 4 weeks. And that, you know, and then hopefully it will just be being introduced into the USA then. So there should be, we hope, a little bit of interest for them. And again, if anybody wants to join our Inspire Canada or Inspire America pages, while we are physically touring these two countries over the next 3 years, because every month I will spend 7 to 10 days I would think it would be America, South America, and Canada. But I think that it's difficult to say where we'll go, but wherever the demand takes us or where I'm required. But in that time, if we can help some other people, it doesn't matter if it's not from the drink industry, any business, we would like to invite them onto our pages. They're more than welcome to post their businesses and etc. And if we want them to showcase, obviously we have the podcast. If they want to make a podcast, we also have connections within TV studios, production teams, and we will give that to people, that access to those contacts free of charge. So it's like a networking community we're trying to create, where it's not everybody is trying to put $5 on everything we do. It's just to help people.
Fantastic. a way of networking on the internet to help others to exceed and better business.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that will say is, I'm not doing anything for nothing. Well, they're the ones that get fuck all, and they're always moaning. Nobody will do anything for you. Don't get me wrong. I help a lot of people. A lot of them are unappreciative. But the few that are appreciative give you the energy to help somebody else. That's all it is. So there is a lot of people like me, humanitarian type business people, that will help people. But if you're not going to ask, the answer is always no. So I'm not scared to ask, because I give so much. If I'm standing on the street and I've got a Rizzler and a weed and I've got no cigarette, I will stop strangers on the street and say, listen, have you got a cigarette? Because in my life, I've given thousands of cigarettes away. I've given millions of pounds away. So why the fuck shouldn't I be able to ask for a cigarette? Why should I be embarrassed about that? I don't want to walk fucking 600 meters to the store and buy 20 cigarettes. So I would ask, but there's so many people that will always assume that the answer was no. So because they never asked. I asked a friend of mine 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I haven't spoken to him in 4 years. I've only met him once, and he tells everybody he's my best friend. I said, I've got a business venture, but I need 4 million. And he said, oh, it's a lot of money. You'll have to come over and see me. But he didn't say no. But when I said to my wife, I'm going to call him and ask him if he's got 4 mil there, she said, you smoke too much weed. But he didn't say no. And he's invited me over. And he said, yeah, come over, bring the business plan with you, and I'll have a look at it. I've got the money, no problem. But if I wouldn't have asked, I would be sitting here thinking, what's the fucking answer? But I know the answer, which is bring the business plan, give me the business plan, and I'll give you the money. So it's up to everybody as an individual if you want to ask. If you want to be shy, don't get me wrong, I'm a proud person. But if I've given, you give to receive, and you will receive. Yeah? But you're going to go through a lot of shit first. But you will get it. But it's the people that stop that don't get the end result. I don't want to mention anybody's name, but there's somebody in our organization that puts 70%, 100 mile an hour into something, and when he gets to 70%, he just stops. Why don't you put the other 30% and then you'd be at your goal, wouldn't you? But people don't. They get deflated, they have issues within their personal life, business life, and then that affects their performance. But then you'll get warriors that will say, fuck it, I don't give a fuck what happens. I'm going to get to the end. Or I'm going to die trying. And yeah, don't get me wrong. The graveyard is full of good ideas. But that's if you want to take it to the grave. Some people, while they're alive, want to do it. And they're the achievers. And the ones that say, oh, if you, without money, you can't make money, which is a complete load of bullshit. Success brings money. Money does not bring success. And if anybody thinks you can throw money into something and make it successful, you can't. You can make it appear successful, but it's not successful. You know, a rich man will say, you're smart, why aren't you rich? And you will say, you're rich, how come you're not smart? Yeah, wealth is measured in contentment. Yeah, not possession. So this is where people get confused. Some people don't want a fucking Bugatti. Yeah, but some people think the be all and end all. I spoke to a Polish guy the other day, and he said to me, yeah, Sam, but just because you're rich in Europe doesn't mean you'll be rich in America. The houses are 20, 30 million. I said, listen, my friend's daughter owns an apartment in Chelsea, 27 million. So it doesn't matter, but I would never pay 27 million for a property. Never. Because I'm a packy from Coventry, and to here, you buy a mansion for £1 million. So why would I pay an apartment for 27 million? So it's your mindset, isn't it? And everybody has a different mindset. You know, one of the people in experiment said he wanted to buy an island. And I thought, what the fuck? Yeah, what, one of them that floats in the back. That's the only fucking island you're going to get, mate. But at the end of the day, you can't take people's dreams away from them, because he could win the lottery on Friday and make me look at it and go and get his island. But all I'll say to him is, did you buy the lottery ticket? Because the people that so often talk about winning the lottery, I always say to them, did you buy a ticket? Because if you're not in it, you can't fucking win it. So sometimes the world needs a reality check, and that's all it is. You find yours, you search your reality. But if you want it to be perfection, you know, you can wake up with a left hand, it's no big deal, isn't it? You have a nice food. But some people get up, have a shower, and go and do their thing, and get closer to their target, because their targets are realistic, and they live to achieve those targets. So many people live for their dream, which is not reality. So it's just a waste of thought, waste of time. Anyway, John, am I waffling?
No, you're doing fine. Sam Gold, work the plan the work. It's been a pleasure having you on the show, and I would like to have you back.
Yeah, well, the drinks will hopefully, unless the container should sink, they should be there in 3 weeks. So, in 4 weeks, let's have another chat and see where we've got to.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, take care. Have a nice day, John.
You too. Bye now.
Ciao.
Ciao.